Good afternoon, people. How are you? I'm here to talk about some very good news in immigration. Finally, some good news in Department of Homeland Security versus Regents of the University of California. The Supreme Court, in a 5-4 decision, decided against Department of Homeland Security and in favor of the Dreamers to preserve, for the time being, the DACA program, which is Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. For those of you who aren't sure what the program is, Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals provides eligibility to foreign nationals who came to the United States while they were under the age of 16, so as very small children or young teens, who were physically present in the United States on June 15th, 2012, and who had resided here continuously since June 15th, 2007. So as of now, many of the Dreamers have been in the United States for 15, 20, 25, maybe even more than 25 years. They grew up here, they're Americans and all but citizenship, legal citizenship, and the Deferred Action Program provided that the Dreamers would not be deported for the time being, meaning they had deferral of removal, and that they would also be eligible for work authorization and could just live and work legally for a certain time in the United States, which is renewable every 2 years. Now, in Department of Homeland Security versus Regents of the University of California, the Supreme Court held that the DHS had unlawfully rescinded the DACA program and had violated the Administrative Procedures Act, the APA. The APA provides protections to people in the way that administrative agencies go about doing things. So to terminate the program, they would have had to have generally follow certain procedures, publish a proposed regulation in the Federal Register, allow for a period of comments and to review those comments, and then to publish a final regulation. So the Supreme Court found that basically the original justification for terminating the program was arbitrary and capricious, and that they couldn't add justifications for terminating the program after the fact. Later on, they couldn't come up with additional justifications for terminating the program. And also that, it's one thing to deport people when no program exists. But once you already have a program where you're providing work authorization, you're providing immigration benefits, you can't just pull the rug out from under people without at least considering the reliance of the Dreamers on the program. And all those reliance concerns would have to be addressed when they're terminating the program. So as of now, what does this mean? This means for the time being that the DACA program continues. This means that those who already have DACA can renew their DACA and renew their work authorization. Those whose DACA expired within the past year can also renew their DACA. If their DACA expired more than 1 year ago, they'd have to apply for an initial DACA. Those whose DACA expired more than 1 year ago would have to apply for an initial DACA. Now, as far as people who never applied for DACA before and those who are interested in advanced parole, basically USCIS needs to issue guidance on new initial DACA filings and also advanced parole requests. So for the time being, this is a great win, and we should all celebrate. We should all be happy. It will not, however, last forever. You can be sure that the elves working in DHS are working very hard to figure out how to publish a new proposed regulation to rescind DACA and all. So this is for the time being. This maintains the program for the time being, but we would expect the Trump administration to make another go at it and to again try to terminate DACA, which means that if you currently have DACA, you need a strategy and a plan in place for what you're going to do if DACA terminates. If you're eligible for benefits, your green card through a relative petition, or you have some other eligibility for some other immigration benefit, you really need to investigate that. So that's it for today, and thank you very much, and I'm happy to see you. Let me know any topics you're interested in me addressing, and I can make a video on them. So thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye-bye.